Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. How are we? Leila, are you gone? Oh, she's there. Leila, go. No. She just moved from her tower to her bed. Anyway, let's see if I can find her for you. There we go. Look, she's putting herself into position. Yes, it's still light outside. Isn't that wonderful? But yeah, my voice is not what it used to be yet. So we're going to have to make it a little bit shorter today. And I'm going to maybe not talk so much. So yes, thank you all for being here. It's lovely that you're all here. And I can see a lot of you are also in the heat. You know, we're having wonderful evening, wonderful sun here, and more to come as well. So hopefully not too bad. But yes, everybody enjoying the weather. Hi, everyone. Hello. Yes, yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Hi everyone, it's lovely to be back. Yes, blistering hot. Well, that's what we're going to get here as well, Ivy. So we are preparing for, yeah, quite high temperatures. Although very selfishly here, us, Dirk and I, Leila, at the seaside, we live right next to the sea. You know, it is always a little bit different here. So we're not going to get that very, very hot blistering heat because we've got the little bit of coolness coming across the sea. But of course, yes, the rest of the UK, you know, take care, make sure you don't do too much and stay out of the sun. Yes, so it will get hot here, but not as hot as the rest of the UK. And I'm gonna enjoy it because I love it when it's warm. I've got a tan already. I've got my dress on. I've got a new bikini. When I found out the weather was going to be really nice, that's the first thing I went online for, and yeah, got myself a new bikini. Bonsoir, bonsoir Monique. Oui, c'était très chaud ici aujourd'hui aussi, mais plus la semaine prochaine. Prochaine? Oui, prochaine. Donc, even hotter next week. Yeah. Well, Ivy, it's black. Actually, well, when I say a new bikini, it was more than a bikini. It was a black bikini and a boysenberry magenta color, just a top, sort of a bikini top, strapless, because these days they wear all kinds together, you see. So I thought it was in the sale, so I always check for my size in the sale, and then if I see something that's that's a good deal, then I add that onto my proper bikini order. So I have a full black bikini, and then I have another sort of another top to go with it. So I have two sort of new bikinis basically, but with the same bottom. You have to be economical at some point. Thank you, Bennett. Thank you. I don't mind the heat at all. Yeah, I know, Laura. I know I really should crochet a bikini. And I have a crochet bikini, but I gave it to my daughter. How should I put it? Let's put it this way. Certain sizes can wear a crochet bikini. That's not me anymore. I need to wear a sized bikini. Yeah, sized like a bra. I can't wear just a normal, too much information here, but there we go. You have to know what you can wear, right? And that goes for crochet. Some of the things that I make, like a poncho, like that cardigan. It's all very nice, but I do realize that I can wear it, not everybody can wear it, okay? And you need to make that decision for yourself. And so for a bikini, again, I've made the decision that I'm going to have, sized bikini, because that's what I feel best in, basically. Okay. Yes, exactly, Julie. You have to dress for the body that you have, not the one that you want. I'm not going to go onto the beach and have this sort of, 2 triangles covering whatever it is that I have. That's just, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Counteracting gravity is your goal. That's a good way to say it, Angel. But you know what I mean. And yes, I have had Anja actually crocheted me a bikini top. At one point, I thought I would be able to wear it, but it's not for me, because obviously there is, more to cover than I would like, basically. So I have given that bikini to my daughter, and it's perfect for her. So there we go. Kathy, exactly. And we can try, but at one point you do have to accept, for health, if everything is okay health wise, then we can accept the way we are, of course. But I do believe we have to dress appropriately, and certain skirts, you will not see me in a short skirt, because I just think that's not for me. Knee length or just above, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? There we go. I mean, honestly, how did we get to talking about bikinis? Yes, Ivy, exactly. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point of tonight, because otherwise my voice is going to run out, I'm sure. On Thursday, I was only able to have a conversation of a couple of sentences, so I'm doing well already. Okay, so here we have the new blanket. I have hung it up, and I don't know whether you can see that, but can you see that you can see through the blanket? And the reason I've made this blanket the way it is because I based it on my ring. So in my tutorials, I am always wearing my rings. So I've got my engagement ring, my wedding ring, of course, and then I have this ring. And I have worn this in 99% of my tutorials, whenever I don't forget to wear it, basically. And sometimes I forget, and I'm like, no, I forgot. And I redo it sometimes because I didn't wear the ring. I mean, it, Anyway, so this ring, and can you see? Look, I've got matching earrings. Let me show you. Matching earrings. Can you see they're matching? So when I was living in Belgium about 2008, 9, 10, something like that, or 2000, I can't remember, 12, something like that. I got to know a friend. Well, I got invited to a jewelry party, like Tupperware. So this was a brand of jewelry that they were selling through home parties, like with that multi-level marketing thing. And at one of these, I was invited to one of those parties. I loved their jewelry. I've got quite a lot of their jewelry. And at one point, I bought this ring. And I did get the matching earrings, and they had a matching pendant, and I didn't get it. And I thought I had, but I can't find it in my, because I have a box with all my Victoria jewelry in it. And this brand of jewelry is called Victoria. And So it wasn't, how should I say, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive. So it was a reasonable price. I mean, they're not real diamonds or anything. They're like zirconia, the sort of the cheaper version, I suppose. And I really love this ring. And although you would say there's lots of colors, I think it goes with everything that I wear. Everything. So yes, so now of course I started wearing it for, yeah, well, I mean, after I started wearing it, every time someone would say, "Oh, you've got a lovely ring on. Oh, look at that ring. Isn't that gorgeous?" Every time. I used to get so many compliments on the ring. It was unbelievable. So yes, so then of course I started filming the tutorials, and of course, yeah, the ring went on, and it was one of those things. It was just there. I don't, realize I have it on. I just wear it. And of course, then you all started commenting on it. "Oh, that's a lovely ring that you're wearing. Your ring goes really nicely." And I was like, wow, they're noticing it as well, of course. And of course, then I think it was at the beginning of this year, or maybe even longer ago, someone said, "You should design a blanket that looks like your ring." So of course, I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course, of course." It took me a while. It really did take me a while. Because I had more intricate designs. I wanted to put these things in. I wanted to use silver. But it wasn't conveying. It wasn't the same. It will never be the same either. So I was like, I was really getting, you know. But then, of course, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Johnny. But then, of course, at one point, I thought, right, that's it. Make it simpler. Keep it simple. What are the colors? How do you want to put them together? And go for it. One design and go for it. And that's what I did. So looking at the ring, I sort of distilled the colors, like the blue, the pink. There is white in there, excuse me, which I haven't got in there because I tried, but I got rid of that. Then there's yellow, there's light pink, there's darker pink, there's the boysenberry colors. So yeah, I tried to get all the colors in there that I wanted to be in there. So that means there are 10 colors in there. So can you see I've displayed it all on the sofa? So those are the 10 colors. And I thought it would be great to show you sort of, this is what the pack looks like before it's packaged. So this is what we now take, and we separate it out into the bags like this, see? Like the box. And then I was working on it, and of course I'm always confined to those 15 balls, you see. But because I wanted a lot of black in there to convey the black in the background of the ring, I was so limited with my 15 balls. So I've put an extra ball of black in it. So it's 16 balls. So this, yes, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. So this is 16 balls of Stylecraft Special DK. You will have left of the colors, but you will not have left of the black because all the black was used up. So the way it's a very simple square, very simple, but of course a lot of black is used. And I have to say, this was my first time using black, and I didn't mind it. I really did not mind it. So I hope you won't mind, because of course, it is all about the effect that we want to get, right? Yes, it looks like a makeup palette. It sure does. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you take a picture of it and look away and look back at the picture, it gives you a completely, like a optical illusion. It's really strange the way I've put those bigger circles in the middle and then the smaller ones on the outside. Now, the blanket, of course, is called Victoria, Ivy, because the ring is called Victoria. The company for the jewelry, it still exists. You can go and have a look. But the problem is, of course, they're in Belgium. So they're Benelux. So they're Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. So if you are over there, I'm sure you can buy from them still. But the ring isn't available anymore. That is the whole problem. What they do is they have seasonal collections. And once this goes, it goes. And that's why when I thought about buying the pendant, it was too late. I didn't realize. And, so they have all kinds of, and I've been looking at their collection lately because I thought, I'm going to Belgium maybe if I really fancy something, but I didn't. But yeah, do have a look. It's called Victoria Jewelry Benelux or something like that. I will put a link under the video so you can go and have a look at that. But obviously it's just for reference and they no longer have the ring. I did ask because it's with people, sales representatives. So I contacted her, the lady that I knew from Victoria. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Zoe. Victoria Benelux, it's called. And unfortunately, they have a catalog and everything, but unfortunately, this particular range is no longer in their in their thing. I have several rings from theirs. I have a lot of earrings from them, even necklaces, pendants, but yeah. So yes, what was I going to say? Okay, so yes, we have this blanket, Victoria blanket, and it's going to be a pack. The pack is available on the website already. Dirk has been busy, so it's already on the website. It is 16 balls, so it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more than the normal pack because, of course, there is a extra ball there. But I needed the black to be able to, to finish the blanket. And I don't know whether you can see it, but the way I've put it together is quite intricate, but still simple to do. And I'm calling it the trellis join. So I do hope you will have a go at that. I also kept the border simple because it's just 3 rows of trellis. But again, I wanted to, because there was so much black already, I didn't want to bring in other colors on the border. I did do a border with colors. It took me a week to do a whole border with all the colors, and then I decided I didn't like it. And in 2 hours with my winder, I took it all off, and Dirk was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's got to go, it's got to go." I was whining, taking it all off. And then in one evening, I put the trellis border on. Yeah. Designing. Okay, Edna. So, don't I know it, Mandy? So on Wednesday, we will have the lookbook because I could not, do this blanket without a lookbook. It was just too good not to do a lookbook for this one because it's see-through and it flies so nicely in the wind. So yes, I had to have a lookbook. So there's a lookbook on Wednesday. On Friday, there will be the tutorial. the tutorial will be for the square, for the joining, and for the border. Now I can see, or you can see better that there is a particular way I put these circular squares together. And this afternoon I sat in the sun, I hung up my blanket, and I made you guys a table of which color is where and how many rounds I've done. It's all explained in the tutorial. So on Friday, when the tutorial comes out, there will also be a blog post with a table. Let me just show you quickly. With a table, I've got it on here somewhere. With a table, can you see? Look, telling you what color goes where and which how many rounds you have to do. So you'll be able to go copy paste this from the blog, and you will be able to tick them off as you go, so you can make the identical blanket. Of course, you don't have to do that. You can arrange them the way you want. This is just for the identical blanket. In the video on Friday, I will also explain how I did it, how I put them so they looked the way I wanted that to look for the effect. And I also explain how I went about to do that. So yeah, it's a big tutorial, but it'll give you all the information you need. As of now, you can get the pack if you want to make the exact same blanket. But yes, based on my ring, I am really pleased with how it looks. Obviously, how should I say it? It's not the ring, but it is the ring. Do you see what I mean? It conveys the idea of the colors of the ring and the way they put together, making it exactly like the ring. Well, that's, I'm not a silversmith, am I now? I'm a crocheter. Oh my goodness. Yes, Debbie. Exactly. I mean, I want to make lookbooks. I really do. How should I say it? It's not just a quick video to make. It certainly is not. We spend a lot of time on the lookbooks. I spend a lot of time editing the lookbooks, the music, putting them together. So it is quite an undertaking making a lookbook. But I love making it because for me, that's a little bit of another hobby. It's become another hobby. The editing videos. I love making lookbooks. I love the editing part of it, putting it together, making sure it all goes with the music and finding the music. And is this music a little bit quicker? Are we changing picture? It's a new hobby for me. So I'm really, really happy that I can put that new hobby, just like the yarn binding, into my channel and there for you as well, to enjoy, basically. So yes, I will keep on making lookbooks. I love making them too much. We actually filmed 2 lookbooks while we were in Belgium. So they will be coming out soon as well. They are ready and done already. I just need to, there's also, of course, tutorials to go with it, and those tutorials just need checking. And of course, I then put some of the some of the lookbook footage into the tutorials, and that's what I still have to do. So yes, it would make a great gift, Ivy, because it's a really special blanket. You'll see it in the lookbook, and next week I will show it closer up. But I thought it would be nice for me to hang it up this week so you can see how the colors are, how I've put them there. So yes, I have filmed 2 lookbooks in Belgium, but I have, well, Dirk and I have an exciting week ahead of us because on Thursday, it's the Belgian national holiday. So I have a day off because, I work for a Belgian company. So on that day, we are going to go and film. What do you think we are going to film on Thursday? Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to wait for people to make a suggestion of what I could possibly be filming. Yes, darlings, I have finished the cowl. I have finished my cowl. I have finished the shawl that goes with it, because I always do a shawl. Oh my goodness, I am really, really happy with it. So the testers will start on the 1st of August. So that's all sorted. I am all on track for that. I have been writing the pattern. I have been correcting the pattern. I have been writing the blurb. I have been writing the intro, all that. So we're all on track. And on Thursday, we are going to film the lookbook. We're going to film the information video like I did with the Lizzie and with the Harlequin as well. We sort of have a video telling you all about the cowl. So that's sort of the launch video. Then, of course, there must be a lookbook. So we'll be filming this. And hopefully the weather will be nice, but also, the grass is brown everywhere. So I'm hoping that the location that I have found for filming will still be okay. Yeah. So hopefully, exactly. You're all right. The new cowl, hopefully that will, because, for me, I don't have that much time anymore to do all the editing and the preparing, because of course, you might think there's a lot of time. And yes, the cowl doesn't start until the end of September. But for me, of course, this is the time where I've got to be doing it all, So yes, it will all happen. Don't worry. There's no need to start panicking. What is she talking about? There has been... there's a cowl coming, because we do that every year. We have a spring cowl, we have an autumn cowl. But of course, yes, I love teasing you all with my preparations. I can't show you anything just yet because I haven't got anything to show you. Because, of course, next Thursday is that day. The day when we're going to take the footage, the pictures, filming the information video, filming the lookbook. Oh, I'm so excited. So yes, fingers crossed it all goes well and the location that I've chosen is okay. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. So yes, that is of course my timing, because of course there is going to be people testing it. The moderators are going to be testing it from the 1st of August, and I run a mini cowl for them so that they have the enjoyment as well of doing the cowl, because otherwise, if you sort of get it given, then they don't have that anticipation and the waking up and thinking, yes, it's a new week, so yes, so I do it with them. And yes, exactly, Bridget. The guard here as well, Bridget. The park is really getting very brown here as well. So anyway, yes, Shara. So there will be lots of different circles in the blanket. Yeah, Oh, hang on a minute. I was doing something when I was distracted. But yes, filming the lookbook for the CAL. The CAL is going to be tested. I'm running a mini CAL for the testers, although you guys get a week for the weekly, installment. They only get 5 days. So we do it a little bit quicker, and they don't get videos. They only get the written pattern and no input from me. I'm mean. I'm very mean. Joanne, no, it's not going to be a mystery count, but it's too early for me to show you because I haven't got anything to show you. I've only taken a few pictures, sort of, here on the floor and stuff like that. So there's no official pictures just yet. She's a strict boss, yeah. Oh yeah, they get given the pattern, part of the pattern, so the first week, and then they're like, after a day or two, I do ask them, was it okay? Did you manage to get started? Did you manage to work it out? Can I see what you've done? Because of course, you have to make sure that they're doing the right thing. But then after, there's no if they have a problem, yeah, I mean, it will get sorted out, but it's not like I'll give them the explanation with everything, I just give them the pattern and they can get on with it. And then 5 days later, they get the next week's installment. So no, yeah, I do not like it when, sort of I give them the pattern and there's nothing. Not a word for days. And I'm like, what is happening? Are they crocheting? Are they pulling their hair out? What are they doing? And then I have to ask. But generally, when they go quiet, it's a good sign. Lynn, no. So they only Julie. They only test the CALs. They do test other things as well, which I ask them, for certain patterns, just to make sure that the way I've written it, that's okay if I do a written pattern with it. But not everything gets tested. I think like a video is sort of like self-explanatory, like this one here. The video is the pattern. You will see it is fairly straightforward. It's not that difficult to do. So sometimes I don't think I should be writing a pattern. There's no point, if you watch the video once or twice, you should be able to take your own notes and work from that. You can watch the video multiple times, as many times as you want. There's no, it's all free to watch it. There will, subscribing is free. You can watch for free. So, don't worry about how many times you watch a video. You can always go and find it again as well. If you go to the channel itself, and then on the second tab, so there's one tab and it says recent, I think. But then there's a second tab, and if you go in there, it gives you all the videos that I have, that I have published, and in there it's easy to find certain videos, but also there are playlists, and generally I will put things in a playlist. So once you're in the playlist, you'll be able to see all the We test out the other. Yes, of course you do, Vinita, because you're the ones that come back and say, this doesn't sound right, or this isn't right. What do I do now? And then I'm like, oh, is there a mistake? But generally, I mean, to be honest, I do ask most things. I do put them past Karen. I put them past the other moderators, Julie, Angel, or Zoe. I generally do put them past them because, we're at a stage. There's 113,000 subscribers now. So, I can't afford really to put out something that's not correct. I want to do it properly. I want to make sure that by the time you get there, by the time the video is out and you're enjoying making the item, I want it to be just right for you, so that you don't have to come back to say, what's wrong with this? I can't work it out, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I don't. Carol, what do you mean? Oh my goodness. There's Julie saying I get the husbands to sort of make sure that they just keep crocheting on. Obviously, I try to do it a little bit quicker, but if they can't keep up, they can tell me and we can slow it down. I mean, with which one was it where they were like, Anja, we want the next one. We want and I'm like, hang on a minute, So they were so happy doing it. They were so into it. But of course, yes, just like with you guys, when the CAL starts, the moderators, the testers have a date as well. So they are looking forward to this date. I've told them to make, the Lizzie, I think it was, I told them to make sure that they finish things. They will have made sure that they've got a little bit more time to crochet than usual. And the fact is, they do it for all you guys. So yes, they do it so my pattern is correct, but I want the pattern to be correct for all of you. And if certain people have looked at the pattern without my input, without a video, and they've just had to work from the page, then I mean, they know what it's going to be looking like, but still not the details, So it's good to put it past them, for them to say, yeah, but I think you need to reword that, because sometimes it's really hard to convey what I am trying to say. I know what I mean, but putting it on paper is not that easy. I know, Corinne, I know. True. I mean, even if I, it doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. I've always wanted it to be perfect for everybody, and that's just me. Yes, of course, mistakes can be made. Everybody makes mistakes, or everybody can write things, in a funny way. But if you've had it checked, they can work it out. Then at least I have this, Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Well, I tried to, how should I say this? You see, maybe what is this noise? I hope you can't hear that. Oh, my stomach is going funny. Maybe I don't convey the pattern or the tutorial in a proper crochet way, but I try to do it in a teaching way, because of course I'm a teacher. I was trained as a teacher, and I try to make it all clear, first this, then that, then that. So, I try to convey it in my own way that I know best how to convey these things. And so maybe also I don't write my patterns like normal. But what is a normal crochet pattern? Do you know what I mean? I think it's important, if you want to make something written by a particular designer, or for example by me, you will recognize, even if it doesn't say this pattern was written by Anja, you will know that it was written by me because of the way I write my patterns. Every designer has their own way of writing patterns. And yes, there might be a standard way that they used to use in the magazines years and years and years ago. I mean, when my grandma Anna, when my mum was doing new crochet patterns, they would get them from magazines and they were written in a particular way. Of course, with just letters, there was hardly any words, to make it as short as possible so they could, publish as many patterns in a magazine as possible. But the thing is, nowadays, you don't have to print things off. I can write it out. And I'm thinking, why not do it the way, I like to write it, so that it's clear for everyone. And so once you're used to the pattern, or to my pattern writing, you'll be able to read all my patterns, or it'll be easier for you to read my patterns. Yes, Christine, I know it's, some people do prefer written patterns, but A, it is a lot of work, and B, yes, it is. I want them to be tested because I want to be sure that what I've written down is the same as my project. But sometimes I just think it's so simple, there are certain, like with this Victoria blanket, there are certain things that we do which are repeated again and again. And here as well, we make a circle. There's so many videos of even by me, how to make a circle. It's the same thing. How to square it up. We've done this before, right? So, if you follow me, or if you have done patterns by me, then I'm sure this blanket is not that difficult to make. So, yeah, I don't mind writing the patterns for bigger things when I do believe it's worth it. It's like for a cowl, I will write the pattern because it's nice for you to have that. I like producing an embellished pattern at the end as well. But to be honest, some things are just too simple to write a pattern for. And I think it's my thing here that I'm doing is a crochet channel. It's with videos. It's not a written pattern site. Do you see what I mean? It's the channel. The channel is videos. And that's what we're doing here. There is no link yet, RK Russell. The video is coming out on Wednesday. The tutorial is coming. The lookbook is coming out on Wednesday. The tutorial is coming out on Friday. We already have, if you go to the website, right at the end of the packs, because it's a V, we have already got the packs ready for sale for the Victoria blanket. So there we go. Right. I'm having a great time, darlings, but my voice is letting me down. And I really need to try and not talk so much, or even stop talking. So one more thing that I wanted to say, we made freeform crochet this week, and I loved making my little lavender pillow. And somebody asked where you put the lavender essential oil, And to be honest, I put it on every night, and I've got my essential oil here, and I generally put it on those popcorn things. And as you can see, this one has gone a little bit darker, I think, in color, because I always put it on there. Okay, so this is what I do every night. I put a little drop on there. Still smells nice, because of course it had so many drops on there by now. And the thing is, you see, I replace this quite often. So this has been used since I filmed this, and when I find it goes funny because you keep putting this on, then I just chuck it and I make a new one, to be honest, because I don't want it to go funny. But yeah, that's what happens. And I've got more here, so I can put some on there as well. So, right, everyone, I am going to go, and hopefully this is it. You see, I need to rest my voice until Thursday, because then I have to do more, filming and speaking in the camera. So hopefully my voice will be much better by then. Have a lovely week, everyone. I will be back on Sunday for a proper length of a live, hopefully. And yeah, we will have another blanket coming out, and a great fun one as well next week. So the week after next. So lots of lots of lovely things happening. I am wearing these ones here. I hope you noticed that. And I will see you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye. Yes, that's a good one, Julie. Keep safe and keep crocheting. Bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. Bye. Sorry, Layla wasn't. Oh, she's asleep. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.